welcome back to a brand new video. And today I got something, I don't know how requested it is, but anything to do with money in Forza Horizon 5 right now is relatively highly requested. And without a doubt, if you can get this technique down there, I'm gonna show you guys, this is the best way. Oops, spun out. But this is the best way. It's been the best way in any Forza game ever to make money, other than Legendary Tuner. But as some of you mentioned on my previous video about that, it is relatively unachievable unless you're like willing to grind or whatever. So without a doubt, this is the new and improved. I don't know where I'm going with that. But essentially on like Forza Horizon 4, before I hit Legendary Tuner, this was how I made upwards of like 500, 700 million credits. It's just you can make as much money as you have the patience for. And what am I talking about? Well, talking about auction sniping. And yes, I'm aware I sound like Patrick Mahomes. I watched a video with him talking, and yeah, I can hear it. So let's get to the auction house, and I'm gonna, I guess, give a crash course and explain all the ins and outs, everything I know about auction sniping to you guys best I can. So I will meet you once we are there. Okay, so I guess let's start with like the bare minimums, and when you get into the auction house or the festival, your house, whatever you want to call it, you head on over to auction house, which is just under the buy and sell option. And before I like show you how to spam search or anything like that, I think the biggest hint I can give out is just showing you guys by default how to buy cars faster than everyone else. And pretty much what that entails is, for the most part, when people want to buy a car, unless they've known about auction sniping previous, they will just click on it, load the auction details, go in like this, and then place buyout, which is so unbelievably slow. And quite frankly, I would be shocked if you ever want an auction snipe using that method. But what you really should be doing is finding the car. Say we wanted to buy this C8 Corvette. Oh, I didn't even know it had the wide body on it. Instead of going into the auction, just press whatever your auction option button is. I don't know what it is on PC. Maybe it's escape. I don't know. Press Y and you can buy out so much quicker instead of loading into the auction. I don't know why Forza even lets loading into the option be an option. Auction? I don't know what I just said. It should by default, if you were to like select the car, it should bring up this menu instead. But for whatever reason, they added that backdoor way. So now you know why you probably haven't been winning any auction snipes up to now. And I also do want to put the disclaimer in that there's the chance that you're playing on an older gen console, and you will notice that this is how fast I load into an auction. When you're on like an Xbox One, like an original one, it's a lot slower, unfortunately, which does mean you're probably just going to end up losing a lot more auction snipes. But that doesn't mean you're going to lose them all. You could still keep trying. Like I used to auction snipe when I had the old gen console. It's doable. It's just if you're thinking, wow, I'm losing a lot of these, I wonder how these other people are buying them up so fast. That's probably why PC loads in this quick, and same with the Series S, Series X. It's very quick. So now let's move on to the part that's going to make you money. And I guess I'll share pretty much, like the first filter we have for Forza Horizon 5 auction sniping. And really what you look for when you're auction sniping is cars that sell for like 10, 15, 20 million credits, and you want to buy them for like 2 or 3 million. So you might be thinking, well, what filter could give us that option? Well, I'm so glad you asked. Let me show you here. So pretty much for your make, you need to set that as Honda. And this next part is very important. Once you get the hang of it, it's just going to become second nature. But you'll notice at the bottom corner there, it says advanced. And that's because maybe some of you didn't even know this was an option. You can actually like open up a huge menu for advanced search settings in Forza to get pretty much exactly what you want. And we are going to have to open this menu before every single time we search for an auction. But the good news is what you want is it's pretty much like, I guess, $15 to $20 million cars in this filter. I'm going to show you. So for minimum buyout, it's safe to set this around $1 million. And the reason for that is because then any of the lower end cars like 400,000, 500,000, you don't get shown any of those. And maximum buyout, this is pretty much however much you're willing to pay for a car. I'd say it's safe to put it around 4 to 5 million. But before I do that, I want to show you what's going to be in this filter. So as you'll notice, this Civic Type R right here is 20 million credits. It's not actually worth that. And what our filter is going to do is stop people from who are legendary tuners putting up their cars for exuberant amount of cash and then us like buying them. They won't show up because everyone's going to be selling them for 20, so you don't have to worry about that. Same with the S2K here. But as you'll see, the 2005 NSX R GT, lots of these are going to be showing up, and you'll notice that these all sell for around 16 million, and they do sell every single time. That's why the most recent one is for 59 minutes ago, right? Like, these cars are guaranteed to sell every single time you put them up for sale. So what do we want for a filter? Well, you'll notice when I go to search here and then I click confirm, it's not the big menu. It just takes us to Hondas. It kind of gets rid of everything we entered in our advanced option here. So every time you search for something on the auction house with this specific filter, you're going to have to do like select, for me it's A, and then advanced options, which is X, and then confirm. But we have to reset our filter every time we double tap A. Or every time we search on this filter, we're gonna have to reset, so it's a learning curve, I guess. Minimum buyout, remember we want this to be 1 million credits. And maximum buyout, let's just set it to 5 million right now. You're still making a good amount of cash. And then you're just gonna search. And this, I was like, whoa, why is there so much stuff showing up? Yes, that was 1,000, not 1 million. 1 minute. Okay, now when you search, there's not going to be anything. And this is probably how your search options are going to be most of the time, like 99% of the time. But this is how I like to think about it. Say you get one of those NSX. Oh, by the way, this has 3 different cars. You're going to be able to get the Mugen out of this as well. But say you get one car and you make 10 to 15 million profit. How long does it take you in game to make that 10 to 15 million? Like a long time. So maybe you're getting one car every 5 to 10 minutes and maybe you're missing the first few. But like eventually you're gonna start making bank on these, and I'm probably not gonna get one to show up here. I'm not really that invested into it at the moment. I'm just trying to make an instructional video. But if you really want to practice so that when one does show up, you're probably winning that auction. This is what I did to practice. When I first started auction sniping, I would do the max buyout, 10,000 or 15,000, whatever you have credits for, and then you search, and as soon as the first one comes out, you really just want to press Y down and spam A to get used to that buying action, because as soon as something pops up with the filter, you want to buy it as fast as possible. So you're going to get a bunch of useless cars this way, but like it's good practice, and it's the best way I have for you to practice without missing out on tons of auction snipes. So I think I've really covered everything I could. I'm trying to think if there's anything I missed, but that should pretty much be it. So boys, we're gonna end the video, I guess. As always, we will see you in the next one. Join our club, Ryzen. I'm out. Peace.